Hey YouTube, Matty's8012, Team JMT, coming to you guys with another one of my deck profiles. I didn't give you guys very much coverage from the Knoxville Regional just because I really didn't see anything there that was really that amazing. Like, everything there seemed really standard. I mean, nothing was really very unique right now, at least from the decks there that I saw. The only thing that I saw there that really did catch my eye was how well the Fire King deck was doing, and that's why I'm giving you guys the deck profile of this now. But honestly, from what I saw, I didn't really want to deck profile anything they were using just because I kind of wanted to come home and build the deck myself and just profile that. So that's what we've done. I came home, I bought the structure decks, and this is my Fire King build. So let's get into this. 3 Fire King High Avatar Garunix. Garunix is really interesting. He's kind of like the Sacred Phoenix, if you guys remember that card, where Sacred Phoenix was destroyed. It came back and destroyed all spells and traps. This guy actually destroys all monsters except for himself. He gets special summoned back if he was destroyed by any card effects. So yeah, I mean, he's really hard to get rid of because you can dark hold him, and you can torrential tribute him, and you can do stuff, but he just comes back, and when he does, he blows up the field, everything except for himself. So the only thing that your opponent can really do consistently to get rid of him is to run him over by battle, and that's not exactly that easy to do when he comes out at 2,700 attack. I mean, I guess you can bottomless him. You could also deprison him, remove him from the game. So this card single-handedly could cause an uprising in the play of DD Crow, just because of how good this card is. Next, 3 Fire King Avatar Barong. I run 3 of this guy. I really like this guy just because, 1, he is a fire dog target, and 2, anytime that he is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you get to add 1 Fire King card from your deck to your hand. That includes the spell cards also. So that's what's really busted about this deck, is the spell cards, honestly. So yeah, that's what this guy does for you. Next, 3 Flame Veil Fire Dog. Destroys a card by battle, grabs a Fire King, also grabs a Haze Flame Service. Just really good card. Leads into a lot of Exceed plays for you. Next, 3 Haze Flame Service. He is a 6-star. Allows you to go into a lot of rank 6 Exceeds. You can normal summon him without tributing. If you do, he becomes 1,000 attack. When he is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you're able to add 1 Haze Flame card from your deck to your, or I'm sorry, 1 Haze card. Yes, 1 Haze card from your deck to your hand. Basically, but I mean, the only thing I run is the 3 Haze Flames, so all you're going to add is another copy of this. Next, I run 2 Trag. Again, you got to try to stop those OTKs, guys. And that's all my monsters that I run in this deck. So if that's all the monsters, you know you got to have some more tricks up your sleeve. Rekindling, going to allow you to special summon from your graveyard all of the level or 200 attack, or I'm sorry, 200 defense fire monsters from your graveyard as possible. So many plays with this card. This card is just so good and just so busted. This card's gonna end up going to 1. There's just no way about it. It has to. Next, 3 Onslaught of the Fire Kings. What this card allows you to do is, if you control no monsters, you're able to special summon a Fire Wing Beast or Beast Warrior from your deck to the field. You can only activate 1 per turn. The card's effect is negated, and when it is at the end of the turn, it is destroyed, which also triggers off Garunix. But yeah, basically this card is a Cyber Dragon of sorts. Next, I only run 2 Circle of the Fire King. If you have a fire monster on board, you can destroy it to special summon 1 fire monster from your graveyard. Yeah, Yeah, one fire monster from your graveyard. You can only activate one per turn. I only run 2 of these just because my monster count is so low. But yeah, I mean, it's another really good card. Also, it's a quick play, so you can attack with one of your monsters and then circle the Fire Kings it and destroy it during the battle phase and bring out a Garunix and then just to continue to attack from there. Next, double pot of duality. With the very few monsters that you have to be able to get into them. So this card adds a little consistency for you. Let me go ahead and get some of this out of the way, and I'll continue. Next, you got into some of the staples. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, double MST. I mean, that seems to be the basic lineup in about every deck right now. I'm also running 2 Lance in this deck. One, you are running very few monsters, so you have to try to keep them on board as much as possible. Also, you got your Fire King, your Flamebolt Fire Dog, which needs battle to win battles in order to get its effect off. So, Lance is just a little extra good for you there. Next, for the traps, I'm main decking 2 Threatening Roar. I really like this card. It's chainable, plus a major factor in it is, like I said, you need to stop the OTKs. With running as very few monsters as you do in this deck, you got to be able to protect yourself from getting just OTK'd, and Threatening Roar allows you to do that. Another play that I've been able to do with this deck is you'll normal summon out your Haze Flame Cerberus and then use Threatening Roar to protect it, and then that sets up even bigger plays off of Rekindling and maybe normal summoning another Cerberus, which gets you into your extra deck and gets into a couple of boss monsters. I'll get into those in just a second. 2 Call the Haunted, just because you've got a lot of Exceed plays available to you, and Call the Haunted's actually really good in this deck. Double Torrential Tribute. Again, you're running very few monsters, so your field's going to be open to attacks. So Torrential Tribute's good to help protect your field. Double Horn of the Phantom Beast. I'm not really impressed with this card. Could possibly drop this. My monsters, I mean, they're all basically targets for that card. Cerberus, Fire Dog, and Barong are all targets for this. So, I mean, I've got plenty of targets for it. My monsters are not sticking around near long enough to really make this worth playing. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I mean, yeah, it's just really not sticking around long enough to be really beneficial to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just playing it wrong. Maybe there's more stuff to be seen with it than what I'm doing right now. But that's part of the trap lineup right now. The last 2 traps that I'm running is Raigeki Break. This card is actually really, really good. One thing that I do with this is dumping the Garunix from my hand. Dumping these guys to the graveyard if they do end up in my hand is just great, and getting to blow up a card in the same sense. Doing that actually makes the Circle of Fire Kings live also, being able to bring out Garunix again out of that. So there is my main deck for this deck. Like I said, this is something I kind of picked up from at the Knoxville Regional. So that's the main. Let me go ahead and get into the extra. I've been doing mainly just play testing. That's why my extras in all kinds of different sleeves. But yeah, so this is what I'm up with right now as far as the 15 is concerned. I'm running 1 Gimmick Puppet. That could actually be the Heretic Sun Dragon, I guess. I don't really know. I'm trying out Gimmick Puppet for right now. 1 Gaia Charger, making a lot of rank 6s and overlaying into Gaia Charger. Haze Flame Bellistris, I can't even pronounce this card. I don't know. This card is actually really, really good. It takes 2 fire level 6s, which is your Haze Flame Cerberus, But the biggest thing about this is you get multiple effects by the more monsters you put in under it, but the biggest thing is whenever you bring them out, you do have the first effect, which is you can detach and remove from play one monster on your opponent's side of the field, face up or face down. Just remove the monster, or to remove a monster from your opponent's graveyard. So each material on this makes this card almost like a Blackluster Soldier or a DD Crow, whichever one you need. I feel like this card is really, really good because not only can you remove the monster, but you can also then still attack for 2,500. So he's like just a slightly smaller Blackluster Soldier. Just a really, really good card. That's why I'm running 2 of those guys. Insector Exabeetle, Scrap Dragon, then you overlay into Gaia Dragon. Photon Strike Bouncer, number 25 Force Focus. Those are all the level 6s I run. It seems like a lot since I only have 3 monsters that are level 6. However, you're getting all of those monsters back off of Rekindling, so it's not as hard to use this many as you think it would be. 1 Diamond Direwolf, just another Scrap Dragon that you're able to make, and then almost everything in here except for the Garudix and the Trags are Beast and Beast Warrior and Wing Beast, so you can use this effect and blow up your monster and blow up another card or another monster. So yeah, this guy is really good. Shockmaster, again with the Rekindling plays that you have, Shockmaster is actually a lot easier to go into than what I originally thought. So yeah, Shockmaster makes his way in. 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Gem Knight Pearl, 1 Maestroke, 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Photon Papal Operative, and 1 Utopia. This could very well change a lot, guys. I really don't know where I want to go with this extra deck, just because, I mean, I've been playtesting as much as possible with this deck, but working as much as I have been, I really have not got as much playtesting in as what I would like. So there you go, guys. There's my Fire King, I want to call it, but I mean, really, that's only that's not as much of the deck as what you would think. I mean, I guess more just Fire.Dec. If you want to call the Mermill Atlantean Water.Dec, then this would kind of be Fire.Dec, I would say. So yeah, guys, there you go. That's what I'm trying to play when it comes to the Fire Kings. I've really liked it so far. It's been really fun. The plays are extremely explosive, but once you lose advantage, you lose the game. So you've really got to try to stay up as much as possible. So yeah, there you go, guys. There's my Fire King build, Fire.Dec, I guess. I appreciate it. Subscribe, comment down below, show us how much you love us.